Hey, you look new. I don't think I've seen you around before, have I? No, I don't think so. Okay. You wanna take a look around, or... Oh, you're looking for recommendations? Oh, that's cool too. I've actually got a stack here. I can't say as I've got a lot of personal recommendations from them, but I've heard a lot of people say good things about them. I don't know what your tastes are or anything like that, but it looks like a fairly wide variety. If that's something you'd be interested in? Yeah? Cool. Okay. So, I guess first off, we've got a classic. Bram Stoker's Dracula. Have you read it? Yeah, it's a bit of a long read, isn't it? Can't say this copy is in the best of condition, all things considered, but I mean, it's not bad either. Definitely an interesting one. Bit of a... Once you get into it, at least, I think. That's what I've heard. I mean, vampires, right? They're coming back, I think, right? Yeah? Anyways, I'll set that aside for you if you want, yeah? Okay. Well, speaking of monsters, we've got a copy of Eliza and Her Monsters here. More of a contemporary book. Read it. I actually quite enjoyed it as someone who enjoys making comics and that kind of thing. And it does have a bit of romance in it, which is pretty nifty. Romance, secrets. Yeah, so it's a newer one, but as you can tell, it's been a popular one to take out based on increases in the spine. So basically, yeah. This girl goes and, she is the creator of a popular webcomic online, and the new guy doesn't know this, and they kind of start going out and start having a relationship, and she has to figure out how to tell him that she's the creator of this webcomic that he really enjoys, and it's just one of the high school drama kind of things. Not something you're into? That's okay too. We'll just put that aside here. Okay, so that wasn't something you're really into. Well, how about All the Light We Cannot See? That seems to be something that was rather popular a few years ago, I think. Obviously won a few prizes. Historical fiction about... Oh, let's just read the back. Marie-Laure lives in Paris near the Museum of Natural History where her father works. When she is 12, the Nazis occupy Paris, and father and daughter flee to the walled citadel of Saint-Malo, where Marie-Laure's reclusive great-uncle lives in a tall house by the sea. With them, they carry what might be the museum's most valuable and dangerous jewel. In a mining town in Germany, Werner Fennig, an orphan, grows up with his younger sister. Entranced by a crude radio they find that brings them the news and stories from places they have never seen or imagined. Werner becomes an expert at building and fixing these crucial new instruments and is enlisted to use his talents to track down the resistance. Marie-Laure and Werner, from warring countries, both have lost many people they loved, come together in Saint-Malo as the author illuminates ways against all odds people try to be good to one another. 10 years in the writing this was. But you can imagine historical fiction requires a lot of research. Is that something? I mean, I can't say as I've read it yet, but it does sound really interesting. Maybe? Okay. Sure. Not exactly historical fiction, but we've got We Are All Completely Beside Ourselves. It's actually one of the things that is coming up on my TBR. It's been on my TBR for a while now, but basically yeah, you've heard of this one? Oh, okay, I don't have to explain it then. Yeah, it's not. I've heard good things about it. I haven't got to it yet, though. Seems like it would be a fairly quick read. No? No? Already read that one? Okay, I'll put it aside for now. Okay. And then we're moving back to another classic, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass, both by Lewis Carroll. These are a couple of favorites of mine, actually. Have you read them? Not everybody has. They're quite a strange pair of books, aren't they? All sorts of nonsense poems and little songs. With Alice going into a completely different world. Wonderland. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, we've got a few copies of it here at the library. But this is actually a pretty neat edition. It's been taken out a few times. The ribbon is pretty beaten up. But you think that would be a fun thing to reread? Yeah, I think so too. It's always a go-to of mine when I don't know what to read. And, well, here's another go-to of mine, actually. Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. This is a translation of a French work. Well, by Gaston Leroux. The translation is by Mireille Roubier, I believe it's pronounced. Oh, you mean you haven't read this? seriously? Oh my goodness. You've gotta give this a read. It's a bit slow in the beginning. At least, that's what some people have told me. I didn't find it that way myself, but I was a bit of a fan before I read the book. There are also other translations we have, if you'd rather, because I know this one is a little bit lengthy in its annotations, I believe. I don't know how you are with annotations or any of that. I know some people kind of find them annoying. I don't know. I find they really add to the story. Add to the story and add to the almost realism of it. But maybe that's just me. Because I mean, we've also got a couple other versions of the book if you want to take a look. Yeah, okay. Back with those translations. Those other translations. We've also got translations by David Coward, which I find is a particularly good translation. Still, you've obviously got the annotations in some of these, but I find they're handled way better here than in the Librarian edition. And we've got a copy by Librarian, which I love the cover of. It's a beautiful cover. Another good translation. And this is a newer edition that we got in. This is the copy that people usually read. The edition that people usually go to. The Tomatoes translation. And it's a really short, quick read. It has a really nifty cover too, doesn't it? That's kind of one of the reasons we ordered it. It's because these flexi-bound books have really interesting covers and art inside. It's kind of neat. I'm sorry, I kind of went on a bit of a ramble there. Is meant even something you're interested in? No? Maybe? That's okay. I can put it aside. I understand. It can be a bit much for people. Based on what you have so far, I might actually recommend The Light Between Worlds. It's a fairly new one by Laura E. Weymouth. If you're a fan of the Narnia series by C.S. Lewis, I'd definitely give this a try. Another one of those portal fantasy kind of things. Seriously, honestly, the best comparison I can make is C.S. Lewis's Narnia Chronicles, because it's basically like, best way I can sum it up is, what if the Pevensies basically went back to Narnia, and what happened after Narnia, after they went back. It's a really cool look at that. Obviously it's not the Pevensies, it's not Narnia, but it is a really good read. I think I sped through it in like want to say a week, which is pretty good considering this job takes up a lot of your time. I mean, Narnia is a classic, so I mean, this might go fairly well with it. Have you read Narnia? Yeah, okay. Is that something you'd be interested in then? Maybe? Yeah. Cool. Okay, I'll put that on the stack too. So it looks like we've narrowed things down quite a bit, which is good. Is there anything else you'd like to take a look at, or if you want to take a look around and maybe something else will catch your eye, or is 4 books enough? I know sometimes it can be a lot for 3 weeks, but if you're a fast reader, of course we do allow you to renew these books. They're not new. They're not brand new, so we can let you renew them. Up to 3 times each before you have to send them back for at least a couple of days so somebody else can get to them. We do have a couple of copies of each of these, but you never know. Sometimes you never know when a book's going to be really in demand all of a sudden. So, anyways, let's check these books out for you, shall we? You got your library card, right? Awesome. Okay. Great. Okay, so I'll just swipe that through. Hand that back to you. Awesome. So let's check these books out for you, shall we? Okay. Okay. Great, so you've got a small stack there. And I really do hope that you enjoy them. I know I have from what I've read so far of these. Happy reading.